Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Here's the update. Neophyte Stacker as your host today. We've had a run in the market. Green apples all week. Very good time. Super happy with the outcome of last week. Now, this is where it gets challenging. We're still in red. All day, we're still in red. We're negative 144, which was half of what we were, I believe, 2 weeks ago. We had over negative $303 in this account. Now, here's the kicker. I did dollar cost average into the two lithium mines. I actually put a limit buy and it didn't hit. It means that it's starting to trickle up. But the other lithium company did take the limited offer, and I got it just a couple cents below what it was trading at to fill the order. Now, there's, again, 4 positions that weren't technically... They were already in this portfolio when we started the silver stock bull run project. I don't know what to call it, but everything is starting to trickle up, and we have 3 positions that are now positive. Which, man, I'm super relieved that it's going back, but I don't know how long this is going to run. Now, again, our thesis was we're going to be looking at this in December to see if we're going to cash out or not. So right now, Hecla Mining has gone up. Gato Silver has gone up, and Silvercorp Metals has barely gone green. So everything else is in the red. The lithium mines and the uranium mine are still pretty red. Let me check. Percentage-wise, we have Endeavor Silver being our biggest negative at a 26% loss, and then lithium, which again was not part of this profile, I dollar cost average. I picked up, or actually I put the limit order and it didn't go through. So, and then Denison Mine, this is a uranium company. I dollar cost average in there. It's still negative 17. First Majestic Silver at negative 16, and then this is the infomercial business. Again, not part of the portfolio, but it's down negative 13. And here's the other lithium company that I dollar cost average in. I have 125 shares now, and we moved it down to a negative 11 points. So, man, it's going to get interesting moving forward. I believe I'm going to come across some money, get a paycheck within this next coming week. I don't know if I'm going to be able to dollar cost average. I got all of my bills coming. They usually come at the middle of the month. So I don't expect to dollar cost average into anything until maybe the beginning of next month when I get paid again in a couple of weeks. So moving forward, we're just going to track it. I'm hoping that everything's going to be going good. Again, the portfolio didn't change much. I didn't add money. What I did was sell 2 shares of Veralto Corporation. Now I have 8, and that's what I used to fund the lithium companies, which is kind of funny because I came across an interview where I believe it was Buffett, or it might have been Peter Lynch, who said, "Why would you cut your roses and water your weeds?" And that's exactly what I did. I'm hoping that it was the right move because technically these lithium stocks hit almost rock bottom, their 52-week low, and that's where I kind of jumped in. I was putting it in, I think it was cruising around 240 when I tried to put in the limit order, and it didn't go through. It just kept going up. But this one, it's at 250, and we got it over 18 cents over the bottom overall from the year. So that helps. It helps move this down. It went down to $3.03. I wanted it to go below $3, but hey, that's what it is. We're going to keep dollar cost averaging down and see where we can go with that in the next coming weeks. So that's pretty much it for the update. Again, we're negative 4% down. Here's the cash that I got for the limit order of Lithium Americas, but it didn't go through. So I still have it there, hoping maybe if it continues to climb down, we'll buy it. If not, I'll cancel that order and I'll up this Denison Mine position, hoping to get probably 125 shares. I think I put in for 25 shares here, but we'll see in the coming weeks. Okay, that one's done. SLV is tracking back up. It hit 25, which was pretty good if anyone wanted to jump in. Now the 52-week low is at $19. Still kind of high, but even though that this right here was around $24, then we have a bottom of 25, and then now it's shooting back up. Silver is still doing extremely well, 22% year to date, beating the S&P 500 again at 17 points, even though we had a recovery. This was the bottom Monday, August the 5th. That's the day you should have been ready to buy. Also, Wednesday, August 7th. Those were the days where you wanted to get in and buy more shares of your ETFs, especially the S&P 500 ETFs. If you did, kudos to you. I don't know if I bought anything. I think I might have bought a couple more shares in my nephew's UGMA account or UTMA account. I can't remember which one I have. I think I have the UGMA accounts and my kids' account. So still, they're doing good. They're in the positive. Both are in the positive, which is good. The only thing that's negative is my silver portfolio right now. So that's the only one that's negative. My retirement account just grew another $1,000 because I did dollar cost average into positions that were already negative during this time. So again, with the bump, it increased. It lowered my overall cost. I averaged down, I should say, in my positions, and that helps when you have a rebound. So it looks like we're going to have a rebound. Right now, we're at 17%. We still got a couple more months for the year. I think that already we're on track to do about 20%. I'm thinking it's going to end around here, maybe the 17-19 mark year to date. So 17 to 19% gain for the 2024 year. But again, we still have the exciting elections that are going to happen, and we don't know what the market's going to react to. Either way, you should be concentrating on what you're going to continuously put your money into. Again, this was the bottom right here. You won't find this bottom again for the rest of the year. I think we're going to close at probably close to 6,000, maybe 5,700, maybe I'm guessing for the year. But if you were waiting from the last bottom we had in April and then August, so that's a couple months apart. We could only hope for another bottom in December. So pay attention to December, and then we're gonna see moving forward. Again, August and September are low performing months in the stock market. So if you're buying, you should be prepping on figuring out what you're going to dollar cost average, how much money you're going to put into whatever positions moving forward. Okay. And then this is A-Mark Precious Metals. This is the company that has a stranglehold on all the bullion dealers online. This is probably a better pick than your silver, physical silver. If you are a person who buys stock, this one is probably really, really good to own. I've said it countless times on my videos. I had a bottom of 24 in the beginning of the year. That was probably the best time to buy. Moving forward again, I think that this has already been split before. I think it reached nearly $90 back in 2021. We still see high premiums. They profit off those high premiums. They are a huge wholesaler of physical bullion. So keep moving forward. This is $32. If you're putting in maybe some buy orders, you should go anywhere under 33. But moving forward, always pay attention to them. And then this is interesting. I came across this article. I actually saw a meme online where it said about how much of the world carries physical cash. And then I try to find the source of it. Now, this is just a generalization. This was written on How Stuff Works, and this is How Currency Works by Ed Gabrianowski. And in the article down here, it talks about physical cash. And the reason why I bring it up is because I just saw a video where a person had commented about buying physical silver, and the stock market is all funny money, and I mean, there's a lot of worry about owning physical because cash, because of the reset, right? Or cash is trash, you shouldn't use it, and then the worry about the digital dollar. So in the event of economic catastrophe here in the United States, I feel like after reading this article, and they brought this into play. So this is what I read. It says, in fact, economists estimate that only 8% of the world's currency exists as physical cash. The rest exist only on a computer hard drive and electric bank accounts around the world. So we already are in the stage of digital currency. Everyone thinks because we still have cash in hand and we're able to pull out cash, and all these worries about a bank run and you won't have cash and you can't pull your money out of a bank. We're already living in a digital world. We have our employer direct deposit our account. There's no physical cash unless you're working under the table. I mean, the day of physical cash is done. We're here now. It's digital. Quit worrying about the next digital currency, or they're gonna impose some kind of. You already there. To own a bank account, you have to have a deposit. You can't just open a bank account and say you're gonna bring cash to them and deposit it. They won't take it. They want you to. Very few businesses will do that. They want you to have some kind of source of income because that's the way they track, and that's why Bitcoin is so, valuable in the sense is because we can trade and not have a trail of where that money comes from. But again, the worry about digital currency, I mean, we're already here. There's nothing to fight over. Now it's just going to be what if something does happen. Now it's going to be, okay, what are they going to make us use? Will it be the U.S. digital dollar? I don't know, but we're going to keep going forward with digital currency. And then this is hitting the papers too as well. A lot of older people in their retirement age are getting called because gold is starting to peak at $2,500. Now the scams come out really, really hard, just like the catalytic converters were coming out when platinum and palladium were popping and their spot price was jacked. Now it's the gold. So gold, there's so much gold, fake gold bullion out there online, in the chats, in the Facebook groups. There's so much fake that you just got to stay on top of how they're making them fake, because you will get tricked. A lot of people get tricked. Even coin shops and pawn shops get tricked. And that's why I think it's so important to buy from a reputable dealer. You're online. I know everyone hates APMEX because of the premiums, but it comes with a sense of security and a peace of mind that you're getting what you're getting. And even though there's plenty of other bullion exchanges online, Bullion Exchange, Scottsdale Mint, you can order direct from. There's just so many other online retailers. So just be careful. These are starting to pop up, especially if you have older parents or older grandparents that have a high net worth, and a lot of it's in the stock market. They're going to be looking at when they start to read things about war and all this. That's what kind of tempts them to take these phone calls and say, oh yeah, you're right. We have a high risk that the stock market is going to crash, and I want to preserve my wealth, and I want to get into some gold. And then these guys call and just scam you. They just take everything. It's so ridiculous that these businesses, I believe in California, don't even have to get registered to do business. And it's just ridiculous because when they try to find the people who, scam them, they take off. And there's no trail, there's no paper trail about their business. And it just sucks because they haven't even changed that rule. I don't know why they wouldn't, but it just happened here in California as well. These scammers, they'll call, especially people who are just of retirement, who are in their retirement, and they just kind of target them specifically because they're a little bit more willing to believe people who sound legit. And it sucks too because, wow, on YouTube, I mentioned this in the last one, there was a guy who reviewed the business that scam people. And he was like, yeah, this is a great business. It's like, they're so good at conning people that, that's what makes them con artists. And so just be careful, start spreading the word around to everyone that who may be in their retirement age and have a high net worth and, are worried about the stock market. You can always show them the S&P and how it just keeps going back up. So that's about it. Anything else, leave them in the comments. Shout out to everyone else who's still doing content. It takes a minute to do it, but I appreciate everyone, and I look forward to everyone's videos. Happy blessings. Happy stacking.